Machina.
So it's Pig X
Pig X Machina.
Machina or Machina?
Machina.
Oh, Machina.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first official podcast of Pig Ex Machina.
Oh, we forgot to do that.
Started. Come on, do what you think. Do what you did.
Hey guys, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Pig X Machina. I can't believe.
Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. So, I am your guest host. This is not my channel, but I'm your host, Mr.
All of us are.
Pig, and these are
I am
my co-hosts.
Yes, welcome. I am Mr. Pigman. And how you guys doing?
Yeah, and I am
The very fabulous Dr. Pig.
Dr. Pig.
I am a Dr. Pig.
We are the pig race.
We are the Pig Lords.
Piggy.
The pig lords.
Today we're talking. By the way, if you don't know us, we're from the Philippines, and recently we just went on a lockdown because of this COVID-19
phenomenal,
virus.
NCOV.
This
It's a phenomenal
once in a
virus.
lifetime global epidemic, or are we a pandemic?
It's a pandemic.
It's a pandemic.
Because it hit internationally. Globally.
What's the difference between a
So
pandemic?
pandemic,
and
it hits globally, and the epidemic would be in a certain country.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
specific to a certain
Yeah,
region.
certain region,
Yeah.
right?
Is that different from an endemic?
Endemic would be locally.
Local.
Yes.
Ah.
In like, for example, it would be just hit Cebu.
Okay, so that would be.
That
so
would be-
Wuhan's. It was
Wuhan
endemic
would be
first.
endemic, and then when it hit China, that would be the epidemic,
Epidemic, and
and
then
it
it's
hit
global.
globally would
it's
be
now
the pandemic.
pandemic.
Right.
All right, because of the COVID-19 pandemic that we have right now, Philippines officially declared itself on lockdown on March 17. Was it? Or
Yeah, I think so. Or did it start like
no, Manila.
March 14? Manila.
Manila started.
March 14 till
March
April 14.
Yeah, and Cebu followed with March 17, starting today.
Yeah, today.
We are on lockdown. I mean, we're not. I mean, no.
This is
I think
already
it
the
would
fifth
be-
day of our lockdown since Friday. Was it Friday? Yeah, I think it started Friday.
Yes, it's the fifth day, and we've basically self-quarantined ourselves. We are practicing social distancing.
Distancing.
Right.
This is
Right.
one way to show it.
Yeah, we are.
This is
Yeah.
one way to show.
And if you're wondering, I have a cough. That's why I'm wearing a mask. So
looks like we're gonna get corona here.
this could be. I could die tomorrow. This could be COVID-19.
Snap,
but
snaps.
you never know.
Snap a dip.
Right.
That's the
But-
joy of
Yeah.
life.
But
is
it's
the-
okay because is it a dry cough or is it productive?
It's a productive cough.
Oh,
yeah.
so there's like an 80% chance you don't have to worry.
Yeah.
20%. Yeah,
And
20% chance you would because sometimes
It gets.
it would be a coronavirus.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I don't have a fever, so
Okay.
that's a good thing. I never had a fever, but I do have productive
Yeah.
cough.
But we're just here to tell you guys you don't need to fear if you are healthy because it doesn't really kill healthy people
It only targets the immunocompromised,
The
the old
immunocompromised
people.
who
people.
underlying diseases.
And even I am part of that because I have asthma, so I'm more susceptible to.
right, but you are actually you're still physically fit.
Yeah, I'm quite robust.
Yeah, you see him. You see those guns, the big guns.
Oh
man.
no, there's not guns, just flabs. That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm called
Yeah.
Mr. Pig.
Mr.
Because I'm
Pig
the
is
only
actually
fat
really
one here.
thick, more like
I'm actually
Mr.
the
Pig.
only fat one here. This guy is a vegetarian, and this guy is an asshole. Whatever he eats, he just shits out. But
Right.
I'm the only
he
pig
can
here.
eat anything. He can eat 50 burgers
Yeah.
and would not be fat.
I literally just stare at food and I get fatter. But anyway, that's the context in our situation right now. We're under
Right.
community lockdown, and we'll be talking about this episode. We'll be talking about what to do during a lockdown. What do you guys
Why?
normally? Are you guys indoors
Hmm.
people?
How about you?
Yes,
man?
I am. I'm more of an. I would rather spend my time alone,
Whoa.
doing
I
my own
do
personal
not.
things.
I
that-
disagree.
That is true.
This guy is such an extrovert. If you would know him,
No, I'm.
he's
more-
a comedian.
I kind of look like an extrovert.
I think you guys should come a little further.
Alright, right.
here. 'Cause,
Well, how about your mic? Is it okay?
No, I'm good, man.
Well, I act like an extrovert, especially if I'm with people who I'm familiar with or I'm close to. So yeah, but usually I would rather do my hobbies or my interests alone. That's it. Yeah, like especially
Okay.
if even if I'm playing video games, it's kind of weird if someone's
Oh yeah, that's
watching
true.
me,
He
and
gets nervous just playing online games.
and my performance
Yeah.
would be very bad
His-
if
his
someone's watching
anxiety.
me.
I didn't know that.
I can sense his anxiety
Oh.
whenever we play. Yeah, he sweats a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
His nose would be
Yes.
drenched
Yeah.
with sweat. That's
Those
when you know he's
sweat in my
nervous.
nose.
Yeah, but
This is. And how about you? Are you
so well,
an introvert, an extrovert?
so I'm just at home, trying to recover
Yeah,
because
you had
yeah,
a surgery.
I had surgery with my leg. I can't walk.
Uh-huh.
So I think it's like timing because I work at the hospital, and because of my surgery, I think it protected me from the virus exposure at the hospital. So I think it's a blessing, but at the same time a curse. I don't know.
So we wanna before we continue, we wanna congratulate you. You passed your NCLEX examination.
Yeah.
With high,
Thank you.
excellent remarks. So
Thank you guys.
Go,
I passed it
congratulations.
at 75.
That's not a pig for you
Yeah.
right there, man.
It's just I don't know, man. Yeah, I just thank God and studied hard. These guys, it's in our blood. It's in our blood. We can pass any test.
Well, I wish I wish that was true. I wish.
It's in our blood, man.
I guess
Strategy.
it's more of your effort. You did give time to.
Yeah, I did give time and I studied it.
You even
a lot.
changed your diet for
Yeah,
the
I ate
review.
2 times a day, and I only ate salad, and I avoided meat because it would actually slow my thinking process down. So yeah, it really helps. Salad and fruits. So in the morning I would eat like fruits, and in the evening I would eat like a salad, like basically like a $3 meal. It's like 150 pesos in our store. So yeah, that's how I did it.
But now that you're done with the review or the exam, are you back to your regular diet or?
Yeah, so when I finished my exam and I knew that I passed, I hit like the hot dogs like a steamroller, and I just grabbed all that hot dog and put it in my mouth. I'm like a guy that ate wieners all day. So I know it's awkward.
He meant
but
hot dogs.
I
man.
mean hot dogs.
Now
man.
wieners. But that would make a good idea though for a YouTube video.
Yeah,
like how to study for not
Oh,
eating
oh,
wieners,
okay,
but
okay.
how to study for the NCLEX or
All right.
how to pass as a
It would be a great
as a
idea.
top notcher.
Foods
Right.
to eat.
Foods to
Foods
eat
to
during,
eat during-
changing your
when
diet will
studying.
make you pass the NCLEX.
That's right. No, actually, in any exam,
Contributes.
You don't need to study
passing
anymore. Just
or
eat veggies.
just eat veggies and
topping the
fruits.
NCLEX.
It could make you smart 10 times, 10x.
All right. So during when this lockdown happened, what did you did you just life as usual, nothing changed?
Yeah, I just kept watching Netflix movies. I don't know. Yeah.
No, we
Yeah.
haven't gone out of the house since. So
Yeah.
Not much.
we don't know what's happening in Cebu right
Yeah.
now.
Except for our
Have
cousin.
you did you grocery? Did you do groceries?
My mom would do the groceries, and I would tell her what to buy. Yeah. How about you guys?
Well, for me and my wife, we actually, she sensed that there's going to be some kind of lockdown within the end of the week. So last Tuesday I think it was Wednesday, we actually did the initiative and we bought diapers and other stuff in advance. Yeah, that's it. And you did as well, right?
Yeah, the day
You
before Manila lockdown, I
So-
went out to buy groceries, but I only bought ramen and
canned food.
canned food because I'm a cheap ass. So
You know what? Yeah. About lockdowns, I think what are the foods that you want? I would rather buy like canned foods. I think those are the foods that you
Very
are
practical.
practical
Yeah.
for these times.
canned foods. I brought canned foods because dehydrated food and canned foods.
It
Mm.
lasts
So,
long.
Ramen, it can last long, and canned foods last long too. And one
Right.
thing also is coffee actually, especially powdered coffee, ground
yeah.
coffee.
You mean the 3-in-1s? The
Yeah.
3-in-1
The
coffee?
Nescafe.
Those are very resilient to over the times.
Oh.
They keep their longevity over the years. There was this video I saw on YouTube. He was opening a World War II ration
Oh yeah.
with
Oh,
dried
Is it
coffee.
like
Yeah.
the crazy Russian hacker? Is it?
I think, yeah. And then he still drank the coffee. It still
It's
smelled
still yummy.
and tasted
It's
like coffee.
delicious.
Because you never really know with coffee.
How about the protein food thing from World War II? Did he also?
No,
was
it doesn't
the same
eat
guy?
it. He would probably die from botulism.
No, there was like he ate the ration pack. You know, the dried dehydrated.
Oh, if it's dried, there's a
Yeah.
chance that it would be still okay.
That's
Like the
amazing.
biscuits, he would eat them. The World War II biscuits, it's dehydrated and it's in a can. When you open it, it's just slightly less, crunchy than a regular biscuit. But yeah, coffee would be a good thing to stock up on because they last long and everybody needs their coffee fix. Are you a coffee guy, Doctor Pig?
No, well, for me, coffee and milk. I don't actually drink it because it would irritate my bowels.
You have IBS? Do you have
Oh.
IBS?
No. I think I'm just intolerant to caffeine and
Really?
milk. But I love
Caffeine,
it actually. And
Coffee by
caffeine
itself?
with milk or just coffee by itself?
coffee by itself and milk by itself. But if you mix them both, it would make my stomach more.
It would neutralize.
No, I hope. I wish.
Wait. Do you drink
I
coffee that is sweet or this is? Are we talking about black coffee?
I think if it's black coffee, my stomach won't rumble that much. But
maybe it's probably because
yeah, if it's
sugar.
pure, right? But if it's like the 3-in-1s, I think it would yeah.
Because there's milk
I would
in
go
there.
3 times. to the
There's milk
bathroom
in
and-
there, right? There's milk in three.
Yeah, there's
three in
milk.
one. So that would. Are you sure you don't have IBS or
I think it's psoriasis.
psoriasis? That
Right.
affects your gut.
Yeah, it affects your gut.
Psoriasis, really? Like
Yeah.
the one from your which? I
Yeah,
don't know.
so like my nails showed some craters,
Deficiency?
like because
Oh yeah, I remember
I
that.
can't digest milk, so I don't have
Oh.
any calcium supplements. So what I did is I bought Usana and spirulina, and I drank
Spirulina.
6 times. Like I drank 6 capsules of spirulina a day, and vitamin D3, so that my body and could absorb calcium.
I see.
So-
Well,
Cool.
so would you say that the Usana product actually worked or?
Well, yeah, it does work. But the thing about it is that I think it would be too heavy for my body at times because it packs so much nutrients, it packs so much. It's basically it's like a pill that has
Omega
everything in
dose,
it.
yeah.
Right. So at times I wouldn't drink it so to avoid fatigue. Over multivitaminosis. That's what we
okay.
call it.
What is it? What does it mean?
Too much of the vitamins.
Supplementation.
Right.
Much of the vitamins.
Yeah. So if my day isn't that much tiring, I would avoid it, and I would drink spirulina because it's more of a natural supplement. So, but if I would be like working long days, I would definitely drink Usana to boost my.
Because I was taking that for around 2 years and I never really actually felt
Really?
if
You
my
didn't-
body was improving, or maybe I'm just a slob. That's why I never really improved. But how about you? Did that work for you, Usana?
Did it work for you, man?
I don't know, man. Like I took Usana for like
I mean, you were an advocate of Usana, right?
no, our cousin wasn't.
Yeah.
I think I tried at least 2 sets of Usana, but it's not like consistent. Like I would buy this, and then if it would run out, maybe another 4 months. Like that's the time we decide to buy again, and then so I don't really see the change, but I think it's my sinus in the mornings, like it's lessened.
I see.
Yeah, but you know what's really effective for me? The spirulina. Like I've been
Spirulina.
taking spirulina
It's
until
superfood.
today, and it's really effective. Like my sinus allergies are like it's like almost no more.
So where'd you get spirulina? Huh?
Spirulina. Sometimes
You didn't buy it from me,
No, I bought from you, huh? But sometimes mother would buy the Pruvamin,
Oh,
like when she would buy the monthly medicines of Lula and everyone, she would also include the Pruvamin. Sometimes in healthy options.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I like that. But sometimes if I would like. As soon as I stop drinking spirulina or taking spirulina, I would have like massive sinus allergies, like like
But do
I
you
will be so
experience
groggy.
body fatigue if you don't drink it? Or
Yes, exactly. Like I feel lethargic. I don't know if
Right,
is
sleepy.
it withdrawal. I don't know. Is it a spirulina withdrawal? I don't know. But yeah, you know what? I was talking by I spat out my stitch of my mouth.
Oh.
My wisdom.
What?
I don't know. It was
Yeah,
random.
it's wisdom tooth
Oh
extracted.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna
It's
give you a
weird.
little disclaimer here before we go on any further. We are actually three ordinary Juans.
Yes.
We are just your average ordinary citizen, and like you, our opinions don't really matter. It's up to you.
It's
if you wanna-
subjective.
if you want to listen to our opinions, that's that's the rule of opinions.
Yes, we're all in
They don't
lockdown.
really
So why not listen to us?
Yeah.
Right.
So and we are inexperienced in this
You know,
podcast thing. This is our first one.
This is our first
So,
one,
yeah,
but yeah.
you can comment down below what you guys, what should we do?
Hey,
What-
yes, and
You know,
eh,
some
how-
funny stuff.
How about like did they even hit the subscribe button or the
Yeah,
like?
you should hit the subscribe and the like
Because
button.
like
so.
that would be so.
It would
we
really
feel yes. It would
So
help
let's
us.
get down to a deeper topic.
Right.
We are
Do you
not.
have one? Because I also have one in case we don't have one. But yeah, what is your topic?
Oh no. Can you go? Try ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, how about this? Because since you mentioned the ordinary Juan thing, how about why is it we could talk good in English, like if we're just by ourselves or whatever, and then why would we talk
Differently.
differently or awkward, really
Awkwardly.
weird English if we are talking to an actual English speaker? How about that? Is that a good topic, or we can just talk?
We could talk about
Yeah,
that.
I
we could
think
talk
it's-
about that. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like,
Well, I
What do you
think there's
think?
a
What
lot
do you
of
think?
things that Filipinos have
Yeah.
in common. Like when we're talking to an actual foreigner, we lose all the proficiency that we have in English. Do you have that?
Well, I had it, but I think I overcame it.
How did you do it?
I think it's all mentally
It's all
because
mental.
we would think they're like I think because we would think that they're high above us and that that would like we would succumb to our being dialect speakers and we would make our English bad. But if you would think that Americans are just like us because I know that because I noticed that my friends would think, oh, it's an American, oh, he's European, run. And then they would think they're awesome, but actually they're just like us. So I think that's the reason.
That's really true.
Yeah.
Most of it comes from our our
Psychology.
our psychology. But I don't think that we're placing them high. I think it's our skill that we're
Conscious.
not confident of.
Yeah.
That we're thinking that I'm not that good in English.
Oh,
Even
yeah,
though
maybe.
we are,
Right,
we're
right.
almost I
that
think
that could-
all of us here are almost proficient in English, but that that loss in confidence is enough
Yeah.
to bog us down when we're actually talking to a foreigner. So I think that I'm quite proficient in English, but whenever I'm talking to a foreigner, if I'm not feeling too confident, I lose that skill, that ability.
Yeah.
But with a little help of drinks and with that
Right.
the
Drinks.
mentality that you had, I
Yeah.
would remind myself that what these guys.
Yeah.
These guys, who
they're
cares
just-
about what they think about my accent?
just
I don't.
normal
I
people.
don't. I don't care about their accent. I don't give a fuck. So I just go on with and then I speak. And then, the one thing though in talking English is that comedy is harder when it's not in your natural tongue.
What do you mean?
Harder.
I think it's
It's
hard
harder
for
to
you
deliver
to
a joke.
explain.
It's harder to. It's
To-
easier. It's so much more easier to say a joke or be funny
When
in
in your
in our
your own
natural
dialect.
tongue, in our natural dialect. I mean, have you tried? Is that a thing that you also have with, or do you find it easier to land your jokes using English?
So okay, let me give you an example. Like you mean we're talking? We're telling a joke that is based on a Filipino joke or a Cebuano
No.
joke, and then you translate it to English. Is that what
That
you
could
mean?
be one situation, but what I'm trying to say is being funny is inherently more challenging when you're speaking in English or in a secondary language rather than your own tongue.
I think I could get away with it by following comedic
Stand-up
like
comedies.
no, like yeah. I mean, you know what I mean, like
Your body language.
like if they're talking, and then you would react like what, like I think I could get away with it.
You could get away
That's
with the
technically English.
physicality.
Yeah, the physicality thing. Like I'm trying to copy the how comedians, like
Yeah,
Charlie
they would.
Chaplin.
Do you consider yourselves funny people?
Well, I
I don't know.
think that he's very funny.
I don't
These
find-
guys are so funny. If you were in my place, you would laugh your butt off. And I personally think that this guy should be a stand-up comedian if given the chance.
I'm actually intimidated by that idea. Because like I don't know, man.
Stand-up comedy is hard.
I don't think I can.
What do you
can-
think?
Super hard.
You're sure?
I
Are you
don't
sure?
Yeah,
You could just, if you would really do it, and if you would, work your scripts.
Sometimes I would think like, am I really that funny, or are the people just laughing at my circumstances? Like,
What?
like look at this guy, like he's so awkward and stuff, and then like that's,
But that's
just
part
how.
of your character.
Yeah.
per se.
That's so. I
You
guess
had
that. Yeah, but if I would try to execute like a really a joke, like an intended joke, like
it's
so that
hard.
people would laugh at me.
It's hard. It's hard to make jokes.
It's kind of
It's hard to make a joke, like
Right.
to construct your own joke. But it's hard. It's easy for us to be funny during a conversation. But if you're asked,
Right.
to be funny on stage or to perform,
like force.
funny.
I think that's
Yeah,
difficult.
that's
But
super hard.
but you know what? Based on my observation of my life, okay, if I would just talk about my life, like what any experience that I had.
Yeah, that would be super funny.
Like for some reason, some of the people, even foreigners, would also laugh at my
At your experiences.
Like how, I don't know why. Maybe it's because how what is it? How funny I do the actions
Well, I think,
while I tell the story, or I don't know, man, or the situation. I don't know.
Yeah, I think many people would really enjoy comedy that's just natural and not forced. The way that you did it is natural, so that's why stand-up comedians are very successful because of their natural
They just
jokes.
like
Not
thought.
they don't force it. They don't make.
Yeah,
What do I
it's-
think of a joke?
being funny is actually a very, it's a smart.
Yeah, it's
It requires smart.
Smart, yeah.
You have to be a smart person to be funny.
Yeah,
'cause
that's
you
true.
know,
right.
That's true.
You have to find the area where it's not expected.
that's wrong.
Because that's the recipe for comedy. Funny or comedy is finding the unexpected in the ordinary things.
Yeah, out of the
right?
box and stuff.
And then people find that's really quite unexpected, so they'd laugh. That's how comedy is.
Right.
So that's you need to be smart, you need to be fast, you need to be witty in order to
Right.
do that. And I can't do that to perform. I mean, I've hosted a couple of events, and it's just so hard to be funny. It's just so hard to be funny, especially nowadays when people are so sensitive over the littlest
Yeah,
things.
Right. They would just
it's more complicated.
And comedy
now.
borders on taboo almost all the time. I think good comedy borders on taboo almost all the
yeah,
time.
good comedy
Yeah.
borders and taboo.
Do you watch the
And so much sex, like
Yeah.
so much sexual content that they
Yeah.
would give to make it funny.
yeah, because comedy is observation of the
Observational humor.
of the
everyday life
of
or
everyday life and the absurdity of human life. And the absurd in our life is usually the dark things, the nasty, terrible things that we do, because
yes, and those things are, I think all of those are behind everyone's
Yeah.
mind, and
And-
they're just afraid to say it.
yeah, they
they're
just
covering
hide.
them.
And then these comedians are the ones that would
Would
like
just put
have
it in
the
their
guts
face.
just to say what you
Yeah,
really think,
then-
or sometimes
I think comedy now is just honesty.
Yeah, I think
Honesty
Yeah, you're right,
in
you're right.
our
Or
feelings,
being frank,
in
That's right.
being frank, and letting the dark secrets or the dark thoughts of their minds come to light. That's what comedy now
Yeah.
is. Yeah, you don't really need to be
Being
physical, being edgy.
Yeah.
But there's a fine line on good edginess.
Good
and
edgy and too edgy.
too edgy. There are too many try hard edgy people right now on the
right.
internet. It makes me sick. So comedy. How did we even get to comedy when we were talking about English? Yeah, we were talking about English and then comedy.
I think you
like,
Said-
would you
Yeah,
be funny
jokes
if
are
you would?
hard.
yeah,
to do in
that's it.
English.
That's it.
And I think that's true. I think jokes are harder to do in English because you know what's proof? whenever there are hosts in our country,
Mm-hmm.
how to make it funny?
They would go
Just
speak
say
dialect.
Bisaya.
Yeah, just
Say
speaking dialect.
Bisaya.
Yeah.
Just say
Like,
Bisaya.
even if
Good
it-
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Kumusta
Yeah.
naman dira? And then,
And then
you know,
people will laugh.
people will just laugh. Like they think that our language is funny. Maybe it is. Maybe it is funny. I don't know. There's just something.
You know,
in
we
that.
should
It
do an
sounds
experiment
funny.
with that. No? If there's like an event and then there's like a lot of, it's a mixed audience. Like there will be foreigners and stuff, and
Mhm.
we could like hire a lot of Cebuano people just to laugh at a Cebuano word. like it's not even related to the joke or anything, but
But just a word.
It's usually
I
the
wonder if they would laugh also. Like,
It's actually
what they said or
because I do a lot of speeches, right? And
Yeah.
the easiest way to break the ice or to make people laugh is just say, talk in Bisaya. You know,
Talk in Bisaya.
you break you actually you're breaking the ice. So
Yeah.
the easiest way to do it is just say Bisaya, and then people just laugh. It doesn't even have to be funny. It has to be low effort comedy, and just people will just automatically laugh.
Yeah.
like seriously, like when as soon as a host would open up in pure English, like most of the Filipino audience would be intimidated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I know,
they
right?
would actually think this whole event is a formal event.
I
Like
know.
the wedding would turn into a
It's such poor mentality.
yeah. So like they would be afraid to react. Like, are we supposed to laugh with this? Or was it a
Right.
joke?
But it's so
Or
odd
was he
though
commanding
why
them?
English has such a formal been associated with the being so formal that it's almost second nature. It's almost actually like a second tongue to us.
Right.
Like English is our script is in the in the Roman script,
Mm.
right? We don't have we've abandoned our traditional writing.
Yeah, yes, it's true.
We
Yeah.
our signs, road signs are in English. Everything here is almost in English. But people are so intimidated by it.
I know,
and
right?
It's so
How about this? Is English really the intimidation factor or the catalyst or the accent? Because like maybe if we would still
Because if you
greet
would still English and you would say it in
in the Filipino
the
English
Filipino
or
English,
Cebuano
people
English,
would laugh, right?
how about that one? Compared it to like American accents or British accents.
Yeah.
Like for sure, British accents are really formal, super
right.
formal.
Mic just dropped off.
And
That's true though. While my brother fixed this.
Yes.
Well, that is true. The accent plays quite a big role in
Yeah, and humor.
talking in English. Not only in of course humor. Accents
Yeah.
are so important
So
in humor.
important. So important.
so yeah, doing Cebuano English with a Cebuano accent, I think.
Yeah.
Where am I going with this? Oh, this one.
Yeah, so that's what I noticed here in the Philippines. Our icon of humor. Have you? If I let me ask you guys, if you have noticed, is it Vice Ganda?
Oh,
Right?
not for me. Not
Yeah,
no,
not- but-
definitely no.
But for the Filipino people, it's Vice Ganda.
Oh, yeah.
That's what
masses?
that's what I observe.
Uh-huh.
It's my observation.
Yeah, that's their
You know,
their. You mean their
It's
image
their
of a stand-up
humor.
comedy?
Yeah, that's their stand-up comedy.
Yeah,
Our stand-up
yeah, that's
comedy
true, that's
is Jokoy, is what was
Kevin Hart,
Kevin
Russell
Hart,
Peters,
Russell Peters.
Yeah, because they're talking in English, but I
Right.
haven't really taken the time to
Dave
see
Chappelle.
to watch
Dave Chappelle.
Vice
Yeah.
Ganda. I haven't really
I watched a live once, or a live show with him once. Yeah, it's
But Vice Ganda, I didn't really appreciate her comedy or her comedy because it's very insult comedy.
Yeah, it's insult
Yes.
comedy in Tagalog.
Insult comedy is so easy. It's so lazy.
Yeah, it is.
It is so lazy.
yeah, I also
Uh,
think it's
It
lazy
is.
comedy. It's the same as the standards of stand-up comedian, which his line is always just jokes.
Yeah.
like
Right.
forced jokes.
insult comedy is so lazy. It's not, you're just insulting your audience,
I know,
the
yeah.
audience there, or your fellow showmates around you, and it doesn't require wit
Yeah.
or an injection of the absurd of the observation of the absurd in life. You're just insulting people, and that's anyone can insult
And- yeah, right.
anyone. So it's not really funny for me.
Yeah, I think that's what the mass here likes.
Yeah.
So I don't really kind of get it, but I think we should. I don't know. I really don't know, man.
That's the thing. How David Chappelle? Have you seen David Chappelle's
Yes.
stand-up comedy?
Dave Chappelle.
That's why his comedy is so
I
smart
love
because it's so
Dave
intelligent. I mean, it's like it's a comedy at the same time. There's meaning behind his comedy, like in his new one. He gave out a reason why, his journey to why he quit and he made it funny. But the reason was because of the reasons, these dark reasons, was the reason that he quit. But at the same time, he made that funny. So at the end of the show, you're left thinking about his message.
Right.
That although it was funny, but yeah, he's right. There is
A dark message.
there is a serious message that needs to be
yeah,
thought
yeah.
over, and that is good comedy.
Right.
That's good comedy, right? So in the Philippines though, I don't really see that.
Not much stand-up comedians
Yeah.
here.
I think there's levels of comedy, and I think insult comedy and physical comedy
Slapstick.
really is low bar comedy,
Right.
and that is what the average Juan really
Like people here like
the no, not really the average Juan. I think everyone in the whole world is
Would
very
really
easy
could understand.
could
Yeah,
easily
easily
understand.
It's like a no-brainer comedy, or it's like a really easy. comedy.
easy comedy.
It's the
anyone,
low
anyone,
hanging
anyone
fruit.
could pull it off.
You don't need to think of anything.
It's the low hanging fruit of comedy. You don't need to do anything. So that's a topic that we unexpectedly went to
Yeah.
That's
from
a
the
good
coronavirus
To Vice Ganda and stand-up comedy.
So what do you think? Should we stop this and record another topic, or it could be the same lang?
just one thing.
Yeah.
Oh, this could be a one thing.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Just one thing.
Right.
Because podcasts
Yeah,
are inherently rambling by nature. You just
Yeah, that's good.
No. There's
Hey
no
guys,
current-
so for those of you who just tuned in, welcome to Pig X Machina, and don't forget to hit the
like
and subscribe button and the notification bell.
So let's talk about things that we can do about the coronavirus lockdown. What are things that you can do at home now that you're at home?
Yeah.
You're not obliged to go anywhere, no work to do. I mean, some of us have still are asked to report to work. But what about you guys? Now that you're home, what do you do with
Okay,
your free
you
time?
wanna go first?
You go first.
Okay, for me, I think, well, I know it's like a bad thing about the whole Corona thing, but the good thing of being in lockdown is all those long queues of your what to do list in the house. I think you could like slowly work with it.
Yeah.
Like, as you can see, I cleaned the studio.
Clean.
I clean. No, I'm kidding. I didn't clean the studio. But yeah, like some of the stuff like you really wanted to do, like what, clear some old junk away, or drill some shelves or stuff. Like, but you can't do it because you're too busy with work and stuff. So yeah, that's one thing. That's one thing for me. How about you guys?
Well, about
All right.
you?
So things to do, generally. If you're a student, you should keep on studying, and you shouldn't keep on. I mean, you should still balance your time with playing, going out with your barcadas, with your friends, with your groups, and at the same time, keep on doing those research theses. You graduating students,
You
Don't forget about it.
You creepers.
don't forget about.
So that's what you would do.
Well,
said it.
if that's my, but what I would do is, just relax, and yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I would just relax.
Wait, before, like, studying. Like, yes, we should continue to learn new things, even in the house. Like, for me, for instance, if I'm like a piano player, so this is a really good opportunity for me to like experiment and learn new vocabularies for music and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's the thing that I was about to say too.
Oh.
Because Isaac Newton also had the Spanish flu, I think, during his time,
Oh,
and
really?
the universities were closed during his time.
Oh, yeah, Spanish.
So that's why he was outside when the apple fell on his head,
Whoa.
and that's when he discovered gravity.
Gravity.
Because he was thinking, because he had nothing to do. So there are from that short story, it makes you kind of think that there are some positives to this thing,
Right.
like what you said, the things that you've been pushing.
Yes.
Right. You
know,
could do it.
to the side. Yeah, I can do this later. You can finally do it now.
Yes.
So what I've been doing is catching up on the books that I bought over the years and finally finished them, because the books that I bought were kind of heavy, They're more philosophical texts, and it really requires time. Like right now, I'm reading the book by my teacher, Pizarro. It's about the transcendental symbolism of of humankind, the beginning of language,
The beginning of
and the
language.
philosophy behind it, like when time began. So I'm trying to finish that. It's in maybe 5 minutes per page for
Yeah.
me because it's super heavy. The words,
Really 5 minutes per page.
Yeah,
And
Super
so
heavy words.
condensed.
Super heavy words.
because the thought behind the paragraphs, you have to analyze it over and over again if it makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's super hard.
I think I would fly. My mind would fly away.
Yeah. So that's what I was doing when you were knocking at my door. I was reading the book.
Oh.
So now that I have the time, thanks to coronavirus, I finally have,
Have
the,
the
time
time.
to read my books.
Oops.
Amazing.
my
Sorry about that.
Yeah. So that is one thing, you know. You
One
said
positive thing.
push. Finally, do the things that you've been pushing.
Keep on studying.
Keep on studying.
And-
Do your hobbies, I guess.
And relax.
Because my hobby is reading
Right.
books.
Relearn how to relax.
Relearn
Yeah.
how to relax.
And that is the thing. That is true.
People don't
De-stressing.
know how to relax anymore.
You know what? I've come to accept a philosophy by Jordan Peterson. He said in an interview, "You don't own your time. You don't own your
Yeah.
time. Other people own your
On
time.
your time. 'Cause you're an employee.
So during the day, you give them your time. Your
That's
kids,
right.
your family, your parents, your friends, your lover, your work. They're asking
work.
for your time. You don't own your time, and that's why when you do have your free time, you make sure that you own your time. And because of the virus, we actually have our time. It's a
It's
time that we
amazing.
actually own. It's a time that we're not obliged to give our time to anyone, and that's a rare opportunity that people ought to appreciate for once. Despite the terrible
Yeah.
nature of our circumstance. Yeah. So
That's pretty deep, man.
Pretty deep.
is it?
It was pretty deep. It made my mind fly. But yeah, that was deep.
So yeah, that's the thing that I've been doing. I've just been trying to read my books. Yeah. That's it.
All right.
That's pretty swell. You
Are there any
reading
hobbies that
books.
you've been
Yeah,
trying
boys.
to do that you finally did? For me, my hobby is reading philosophical texts.
All right.
So that's why, that's my hobby. How about you? What's a hobby that you're trying to do?
I don't know. I've been some sturdy boys.
I mean, if you could get into a hobby right now because of the lockdown,
Like a new hobby.
Okay.
if you could get into a hobby, that you could dedicate yourself over this period, what would that be? Mine is reading my philosophy.
Right.
Yeah, how about you guys?
You.
Well, I'm not gonna say setting up a podcast.
Because you already did it.
Yeah, because
Oh, but that's one thing.
Yeah, you set it up a podcast,
yes,
and we finally did it.
it's like
all-
it's a week of trial and error. Yeah, we finally
So,
achieved this thing.
How many years of planning this?
Oh, I've been
Well,
wanting to have a podcast since
actually, he
4
planned
years
this.
ago.
I know, right? And
Yeah.
because of the
That's why I
coronavirus,
brought this,
Boom.
this, for this, and now he's the one who's passing on my dream.
That is exactly
amazing, man.
the calling for this
Super.
lockdown.
This podcast, this episode is 5 years in the making, ladies and gentlemen.
5 years,
5 years for this
in
crappy
the making.
episode.
Oh my goodness.
For this crappy podcast. One thing why it took 5 years. We had the equipment. I could have started the podcast, but people were too busy. And thanks to the virus,
because of the
we're
virus.
finally here.
Thanks to the virus.
Thanks to the virus, we're finally here.
Thanks for the
Thank you,
virus.
virus.
Yeah. And the other thing, content. Content is so hard.
Yes, it is
So
true.
hard to
Even
find.
even now, we're
Yeah.
still thinking of
Because
more
Imagine
content.
these YouTubers.
Everybody has did it.
And they do it every day, like you mentioned, every day. I thought it was
Every
just
day.
like once a week. You just upload a video once
People
a week.
do
The
it.
algorithm favors every day.
Oh my
Uploads.
gosh, we gotta.
Yeah.
Do we have
That's-
to do this? Could we do this for a week? If we could we manage?
If we could.
We could. We have nothing to do.
And you know what?
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
You know what? Maybe we might even get used to this now, and it could
Right.
be like second in nature. Right now, I'm so conscious with the
Right.
whole
You know,
setup
maybe
thing.
after 10 videos from now, you would be the rock star of the show.
You know what's so difficult with doing this podcast streaming things, folks? Is like you don't even know when to talk. You don't want to butt in with somebody talking. You know? Do you have this thing? Like, you have
I
this
don't
thing in
really
your
feel
mind?
Yeah,
that
Who's
because
gonna
I
go
have
first?
the host mindset.
Are we
Right.
cutting in?
So being the host mindset,
Is it rude enough?
I lead with the question and then give you time to talk. So that's the
Right.
thing. And then after you guys talk, I give my input.
No, yeah.
So I
that's
have the
true.
host mindset right now. What you guys here? You have the
I have
co-host.
the you go first kind of
Yeah.
mentality.
Yeah, me
like,
too.
You go first.
It's kind of hard having the host mindset too because I'm always thinking
You
about
go first.
how to lead the conversation. Where's this
But we need
conversation?
that. We need that stuff because if
yeah.
food doesn't do that, I mean, we won't.
Do you prefer being the host or
No. I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was the host every year during my high school and my college days, and I preferred my fourth year of college. I requested my teacher not to be the host because I never got to celebrate any event with my
That's
friends,
true.
and it really sucked.
Throughout my whole life,
Yeah.
I've always been asked to be the host in the events that I go through, and it sucks, man.
I know you can't enjoy
It sucks.
What do you mean it sucks? It sucks because
because
like
you can't enjoy
You
with your
can't
friends.
enjoy.
You can't,
during the show.
During the thing.
During the thing.
yeah.
Oh,
you can't
okay.
bully people upstage. I mean, you can't say that your friend. Oh my goodness, dude, he's so good. Oh my god,
It's so easy.
He
It's
sucks.
so easy.
Your
to
head
not
is so
survey.
shiny. Oh yeah. You're the
can't
one
do that.
getting laughed at.
I'm the one getting laughed at.
But
Check out this frog.
because I've been a host for such a long time, whenever I'm just sitting and watching something, I have this drive, this feeling that
to intervene.
to be there and talk and be the host because what is this guy doing?
I know,
there?
right?
You should have just. I get the feeling.
I agree.
That is cool. That is cool.
It's irritating.
It could
Yeah.
that could be a good Key and Peele skit. You know,
What do you
like-
mean?
Oh, like being the host.
like
Like there was a
can't get over some kind of
can't
famous
over being a
host.
host.
Can't get over. Can't
Yeah.
over being
Like an
host.
old time.
Yeah. It's like a war veteran, but
Yeah,
instead of
a
a
host.
war, it's just like a host PTSD thing.
And he's trying to take the limelight.
Oh no!
yeah.
And he would like black out.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. I
That'd be
can
nice.
imagine Key and Peele doing that.
You guys are I kind of envy you guys because
Why?
like you guys would be thinking like it kind of sucks because you wouldn't be enjoying the event. For me, I think it would suck for me if I was the host because I hate being on up front and I don't know what to say or do all the welcoming spiels, the fillers. I don't even know the order or people might get offended with how I structured the thing of the introduction. You know, everything with platform and speeches is formal things are very. I think I would cry if someone would be like, "Hey, your voice is so amazing. You sound like a DJ. You're gonna be a host. Okay, we picked you." No, please. I just want to run away and
You sound like a DJ, really, man.
Yeah, you
I
do
would
have
avoid
It's a deep
everyone.
voice.
you have a very deep voice, and that's a good thing for you.
Deep.
And that's actually a thing that I kind of envy.
Yeah, me too,
Because
man.
I don't have a deep voice.
Me
Even
too.
Vino has a deeper voice.
No,
I have quite a sharp voice.
mine is baritone. I think it's a baritone.
Yeah,
Mine
but
is right.
Your speaking voice is kind of deeper, but it's kind of
Okay, okay.
huskier, and people like listening to that. I have a sharper, higher voice, talking voice naturally.
Yeah, but
So
it's clean.
But I think I have a croaky voice.
Yours is clean
more
though.
than a deep voice. Like, I have like like
I kind of have a muffled voice.
like a warty voice. I don't know.
I have a muffled voice. I think
Oh.
I always kind of have a feeling that something is covered.
I think your voice sounds more like
Aside
a
from the mask-
nasal. I think you have a
more nasally voice.
nasally
yeah.
voice. Like
Yeah.
it kind of originates
Not nasal,
in this
yeah.
area.
Where does your voice?
I think I can feel it's here. Like see, like it's weird. It's like a thing that's
Throaty.
throaty, raspy. I
How
don't
about
know.
you?
croaky
Where,
voice.
where does your voice?
Same here. I don't know. Like mid like here.
Yeah, some behind your,
Somewhere
and then yours
behind,
is like
yeah.
maybe behind the ear. Like,
I
is
don't know.
there even a science to that?
But definitely, I think my voice is very nasally. I think.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah,
I mean-
like doing the host thing for you, like yeah, it's natural. It's like what a host should sound like.
I would want it to be deeper, personally, though. I think people just because I'm a listener, right? I listen
Right.
to a lot of podcasts and speeches too, but I just have a bias for the deeper sounding voice than it's more commanding. It's more it has more authority in it. People like to listen. It's soothing
Right.
compared to having a higher voice.
But sometimes for me, this is my own thing. But I kind of find people with really deep voice that have deep voices, kay, I think they kind of sound kind of off for me.
Off for you.
Like there are some YouTubers who have like really deep voices.
Oh, but that's
Right.
too deep.
Hey man,
I
like,
think
they
that's
kind
too
of sound
deep.
like Seth Rogen and then,
Seth
like,
Rogen.
Markiplier, have you seen?
Oh yeah,
Markiplier?
I think that's the guy with like I keep listening to him. Like he has like sometimes it's just obnoxious or annoying. Like hey,
That's really
like,
Seth Rogen.
does he really talk like that or?
Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen doesn't sound like
Yeah,
that.
it sounds like that.
Like, hey, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't
Seth
know.
Rogen doesn't sound like that.
Yeah, it sounds like that. A Jewish guy sounds like that. No,
I do.
he looks Jewish and
he is Jewish.
Is he
Oh,
Jewish?
He is Jewish.
Yeah, he is Jewish.
Oh,
right?
he is Jewish. Yeah.
He is Jewish.
Yeah. Like, sometimes I also just like this guy with it's like a music channel and he has a really deep voice, and he's like skinny also, but I kind of like.
Jacob
I like
Collier.
my
No.
no, not really. Like a different
Oh,
guy.
Jacob
Like,
Collier is a really weird voice.
Really-
he has a really round, deep voice. Like,
It's
hello,
such a- I
guys.
don't know.
I think he kind of sounds like.
It's already 6 in the evening, and how would you? What is your time there?
Like I think that's it. But there's this guy in YouTube like who talks like
So to have a
like eventually I just like lose interest.
Markiplier.
No, this is a
hello
music
guys,
channel.
welcome to Markiplier.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, you know one of my favorite voices in YouTube, like it's that guy you referred to me, video game donkey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I kind of
love
like
Video
I
Game
kind of love that
Donkey.
guy's voice.
Have
Like,
you seen Video Game Donkey?
I haven't
Oh,
seen
he's
it.
the best.
Oh.
He is a really smart comedian. He is a super,
Yeah, it's true, it's true.
super smart comedian. His comedy is top notch. His videos, he only uploads like once a week or every other week, but he's so favored by the algorithm because people, his subscribers are, unlike PewDiePie. PewDiePie is like he has like hundreds
95?
of millions
Yeah.
of subscribers, right? But his videos only get like 4 million views. 5
Yeah,
million
5 million
So,
views.
percentage wise, that's a small
Yeah,
amount.
small amount.
Right?
it's a ratio.
Yeah, ratio.
Yeah, 100 million good.
Donkey,
subscribers.
he has like 4, and then his views are like 6 million per video. That's more than his subscriber count.
Wow.
Because like a lot of his subscribers actually watch his content.
His content.
Yeah. Anyways, his comedy, you should watch it. It's really good comedy. It's smart comedy. So yeah, you guys should watch a Video Game Donkey.
Video
And
game
Shout out,
donkey.
Video Game Donkey.
Bam boom.
you would actually know what good game comedy is. He's the only good one. Even PewDiePie kind of sucks now. His comedy is not that
Not
good.
that good anymore, man.
PewDiePie is a lazy YouTuber.
Sorry, PewDiePie, but yeah, you're
because
still
he,
cool.
he insults like other YouTubers.
No, I don't
right?
mean that. His content right now is kind of lazy.
Kinda lazy.
Because he just reacts to 9gag memes.
Right.
Is
right.
it-
Sorry,
because-
Reddit? Oh, 9gag Reddit memes.
Is it because like he just got back from vacation?
No, he's
just
been
trying
doing
to
that
build
for
this
almost
up?
years now.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I'm not really. I don't really watch his content. Like I just maybe watch like 2 or 3 minutes of some stuff with him, but I just like move.
So
to
it's
the next
not
one.
really creative content, Unlike Donkey, he actually gives himself time
Yeah, that guy's cool. He's
to write.
funny.
Yeah, to write his
Yeah.
comedy and do it. You guys should watch it.
All right, I'll watch it, man.
He's actually when he plays games. What
What does he do?
does he troll?
Yeah, he trolls. He
Oh.
trolls. Yeah, he just wants to get a rouse out of people.
Yeah, sometimes he had this random video like he's talking about something really deep, and then the video is not related. Like he's just playing some kind of Facebook poker game, or was it?
Yeah.
And then he's talking to with a different content, but in the video he's kicking out a lot of players.
Because he keeps on losing.
Oh, was it Tetris or I don't know?
It's a word game. It's like
It's a word. It's
like
a
a
text twist.
text kind of game.
Yeah,
and
when he
keeps on
loses, he
losing.
just kicks the player out, and then he just finds another. Yeah, that's the whole. While he was talking, I was like, it's just funny to watch and also listening at the same time. I was like, what is this guy? Yeah, he's a good guy, and you know why he's. Speaking of it, yeah, we're talking about this guy, right? He has a really good accent. Like
Yeah.
he has this. What is it? A New Yorker? Kind of accent?
New Yorker kind
I
of
don't
accent.
really know.
I
Boston.
don't- he's not even New Yorker. I don't know, New Jersey or Bostonian. No, it's not Bostonian. What is it?
I can't tell, but it has that.
He has
Can
that,
you follow it?
he has that aggressiveness.
Hey, you.
Like what do we keep talking about? Like, I don't know. Like he has that.
Hey,
he has
guys,
like,
One bite, everybody knows rules.
Hey guys, video game donkey here.
Oh,
This is
like
the
that.
kind of thing
But he
that
has like
everybody
a higher
does.
voice,
Yeah.
high pitched voice that is familiar.
Yeah.
It's like a cartoon character that we have seen before, but you just don't remember who.
Yeah.
It's like this. His voice is so familiar. It's like a cartoon from Cartoon Network. Or
But the
something.
thing about his voice is, it's funny, right? But he also has serious content, and when he does serious content, it's really deep and profound, and still the same accent. That imagine that Boston, New Jersey, New York, whatever accent, but he's spouting philosophy, and it's really deep and it's profound. It hits you.
Oh, here I remember now. He kind of reminds me of Zach De La. Zach De La Rocha or whatever his name is, the vocalist of Rage Against the Machine. He has that same intensity, or he has a high, it's kind of a bit on the high side, but it's like some of you brought a voice.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah,
more
yeah,
like
yeah.
an angry with an angry intensity, you know. But it's kind of cool. Yeah, it's kind of that Zach De La Hoya. Zach De La. I don't know. I forgot his name, but it was Zach.
Yeah, the video game donkey is an example of good comedy.
Yeah,
And
RATM, yeah.
we should
Video
take
Game
notes.
Donkey.
We should take notes from video game donkey.
we should.
Video Game
Yeah.
Donkey.
And there are a lot of video game donkey people channels who followed after him. If you know Dark Main, do you know Dark Main?
People are following like him.
Dark Man.
Yeah, a lot. Video game donkey was, I think, the first YouTube gamer who actually made his own video game content, comedy gaming. Because PewDiePie streams. He's a streamer, right?
Okay.
Playing the
Yeah,
game.
but Video Game Donkey, I think, was the first one of video
Who
game
plays and
comedy.
edits and
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Yeah, and then many of the YouTubers
yeah, he
now
does that,
that
he
you
does
see are followed after Video
Video Game
Donkey.
Donkey.
Yeah, so he was the first OG comedy gamer.
Yeah, it's like you're watching American Funniest home video, and then you know that guy who dubs the animals. Hey, what you think you're going?
Oh.
So he's like playing his character, but with voices.
With
like,
voices.
I'm gonna get you. You know what? And then he just dies.
Yeah, we should have him as a guest.
I don't even know if
Video
is
Game
he.
Donkey comes
Is he
to the Philippines.
So do you think Video Game Donkey is
video with us,
a
right?
real professional player, or like when I say professional player, like he's really good with the
Games.
games?
Oh, he's
Or-
super good.
Because like most of his video is always
He would
for
die.
laughs, like he always
Yeah,
dies.
he's a good player. He's a super good player, especially when it
Okay,
comes
like-
to
like
FPS,
Oh, okay.
FPS,
Okay.
and
PUBG.
platforming games.
Okay,
Really good at platformers.
Scratch me out because I suck at most
Uh,
video
are
games.
you
But
a-
I play a video game.
Are you a good FPS gamer?
Before, I don't know. I don't know now.
Okay, because you grew up playing Counter Strike. Right?
Yeah, before, but not now because I've dulled, and my skill is not that sharp anymore.
I wanna get good at FPS because I like a lot of FPS games like Overwatch and Apex Legends. I'm crazy about them right now, but I just suck, man.
I don't know,
I
man.
suck at FPS.
Really? You suck?
He's the guy that
I
dominates
think I suck.
us.
I think I suck. If you suck,
He's the guy that dominates us when we play.
I think I suck.
that game
more.
Quake. Quake. I think it was Quake, right?
Yes, we
He
play.
would dominate us, and
He would dominate
just
us
die
in
all the
every.
time.
No, you know what? He would dominate us in every video game,
Every video game. Bloody Roar.
any platform.
Bloody Roar 3. That stupid elephant thing.
Uranus.
Chimera.
Uranus.
Chimera.
Uranus.
Uranus, the Chimera.
Chimera.
Yeah.
It would,
If you don't know who that is, it's a character in Bloody Roar. She's the boss. She's like a playable boss.
Yeah.
She's the
Where
playable
she's
boss.
like a really giant girl woman who transforms into a weird mixture of elephant tusks, a beast, or what is it?
I don't know.
I don't know, man. And then like, he would just play that using basic moves.
Yeah, and we would just like.
He would defeat us with basic moves.
We've memorized a 10 hit combo.
It's like an insult
Just to defeat him.
all of us who would dedicate our time and effort to practice.
Yeah, and all that practice, and we play. Come on, Brian, come on, let's play again.
Yes, we
And
even
then we would play with him, and he just wreck us after all the time. After
yes,
all that
and
practice.
there was a time that we even we would turn off the TV so that we would play blindly so that there would be a chance that we could win because it was like a hit or miss thing. He would still win. I don't know how
We have,
that
we have
even
a
possible.
system when we play because we have a big family.
Yeah, it's a big family
Yeah, it's a
here
big
in
family
here
here.
in our
It's,
Filipino family.
Challenge the winner.
Right, yeah.
So if you're the winner, you always get to play. So I usually end
keeps
up
on-
playing the
He keeps on
most.
playing all the time.
And
Yes,
then
he would
they
dominate
just,
the controller.
play after who loses, and then they eventually ban my characters because
Yes.
they say that I'm too OP. My
It's
The,
character
too
the
overpowered.
character is too overpowered.
too OP. And
Why didn't we
OP,
just
man.
ban Brian himself?
they ban my characters?
Yeah, so it's basically it's like how many are we? It's like around 8 to 12 cousins playing,
Yeah.
right? And then so you would be dominating the whole controller, and then the other controller would be passed on
Yeah.
to all of us. And this reminds me, we have one cousin. Let's just call him legendary noob or something. This guy
Oh, okay.
would dedicate himself to practice some character in some game, and this kind of practice is
Just
when
one
I say
character.
dedication, it's like
He's just that
Obsessed.
character.
obsessed.
I mean,
8 hours of practicing combos. Okay,
just a single character.
was it Soul Calibur or Tekken?
Tekken.
It was.
Tekken
And Soul Calibur
Okay,
because his
Tekken.
favorite is Siegfried.
Yeah, Siegfried.
His favorite was
Siegfried.
Siegfried and the Hammer
Jin.
guy.
Oh no, sorry, that's Rock.
The Rock in Soul Calibur, and in
Tekken.
is Jin and also Raven. Was it Raven?
Yeah, Raven.
Yeah, Raven.
Oh,
So
Raven.
this guy and
Oh
our
my
cousin would be playing. Oh well, prior to that, we would be practicing for 8
The whole
hours,
day.
right?
He'd
Learning
practice the
the
whole day.
combos and everything of those characters. Now here comes Mr. Pig here, and he would be playing, would be challenged. I don't know, because the cousin would be like, "Hey, I want you to challenge me." So why would you challenge me and stuff? So and then the fight would eventually, like, to make the long story short, he would always lose to him.
Yeah.
And how many?
We
were
had
there?
we had one session. Siegfried and Nightmare. I'm not a Nightmare player, but he wanted me to use Nightmare because it's lore wise fitting, and maybe I wanted to play Nightmare because I want Nightmare.
Nightmare's
to
pretty
win.
badass. Man.
Yeah.
And I think Siegfried is a pansy. So,
Yes, always Siegfried is like
so I
a
just wanted to
pansy.
beat Siegfried. So I think we were 80 games in
80 fights.
80
Goodness.
fights and for one win. And when he won, he just wouldn't play with me anymore.
Yeah, the attitude, man. You gotta give him credit with his determination, because like of 86 fights, it's all loose, right? But when he got that one win, he was like, "I'm the best. You can't beat me. You can't beat my Siegfried." And he if you
just
would
hilarious.
challenge him again, "Hey, would you like to fight?" "Nope, I'm good."
I'm good.
Because he doesn't want to lose.
He doesn't want to lose again.
I'm done.
He doesn't want to lose 87 games
So
again.
it's like 86 death, one kill,
One win.
No, one kill.
And
86
86 deaths.
and-
Such a feed.
Yeah, that's
I
a
would
feed,
never want
right?
to play
That's a
with
feed
him
right there,
in
man.
like Dota, or I don't want to play with him.
It was a long time ago, and I played Soul Calibur 5 with my friends. And no, was it 4? I think it was 4. And that happened to me again, the challenge to winner thing.
No.
And I have to say, I felt bad because they all wanted to beat me, but it was just I really wanted to lose the good because I was just a guest in their house. It kind of felt weird that I was beating up all of them because they had
You're
this
such a video bully, man.
He's
You're
such a
video
bully, man.
because they've been playing for
He's a video
months.
game genius.
As
Learning.
a friend.
Ooh.
As friends, they've been playing that, and I haven't played Soul Calibur at that point a long time because our PS2 got broken, so we never had the PS3, and that was the end of the PS3 cycle, and then that was the only time I got to play Soul Calibur again. And man, I was just beating them, and it felt so bad because I don't wanna, come off like a douche beating all these
man.
guys. And I just made myself lose eventually because it was too
Oh,
much.
really?
Because I really felt bad for them. Do you sometimes get that when you win too much, you just kinda
Yeah.
Feel
It's
bad.
true. Especially, we keep it between us, but when my wife and I would play Mortal Kombat, I would lose
on purpose.
on purpose.
Is
And,
that
it's actually hard
to lose
lose on purpose.
disguise
to not look like you're some kind
Doing
of.
it on
Yeah.
purpose.
To disguise it is
Right.
super hard.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
And then like, If you do it too much, she would sense like, you just want me to win. you know.
That's the hard thing. That's the
Yeah.
hard thing.
It's so hard.
It has to be strategically planned, or
Yeah.
to lose. That's difficult. But for you, for us, no, it's difficult. I cannot win, no matter.
So we played Mortal
cannot win.
Kombat.
Yes, you know what? We also played Mortal Kombat with my PlayStation 4. I bought a Mortal Kombat game. And look, all of us do not know how to play that game because that would be our first Mortal Kombat since family computer. I mean, no, Super Nintendo.
PlayStation 1.
PlayStation 1.
PlayStation 1.
And that was like the emulated version of the Super Nintendo, right? The old one. Now all of us played, like, that was the first day that we played it. And we're just still learning the characters. We don't even know how to use the power-ups. And guess what? Who's dominating the entire Mortal Kombat game? It's this
guy.
bully right here, man.
Right
I don't
here.
even understand how he's so good with Jax.
I don't know. How does he do it?
I
That's
don't
the
know,
big
man.
question.
It's
How
so
does
funny.
he do it?
Because we were playing the PlayStation 1. I remember that I was always winning too with the same character, Jax.
It's the same character, like man, he's still using. And then like in Mortal Kombat, like the old one, like you don't even care which character you're playing. It's like everything's
They're all
the
the
same.
same.
It's like different skins. It's copy paste. Every combo's the same. And just the animations.
Yeah.
Like so. I don't even understand how he would win.
How's your approach to, what do you call this types of game?
Console gaming?
Fighting?
Fighting
Ah,
games.
fighting games.
What is your approach to moving your character, or like when you're playing your character? How do you
How do you
how do you
How do
fight,
you-
or what is your philosophy, or what is your thoughts? How do you approach?
Hey, I
fighting
never
games?
thought about that.
I never
It's
thought
like
about that.
That's a thought process that I
Yeah,
would.
you just go fight, pow, 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 and just
Do
mash.
you focus
button.
on landing that combo?
Okay. Let me focus on. Let's talk about Tekken because I
That's
just
very combo intensive.
yeah. So I love this character named Bruce, and I tried to memorize the 10-hit combo, and I was kind of limited because I was so focused with just
On
executing
getting
the
the
10-hit combo, and then like I never realized like you could do like the juggle thing,
Yeah.
the just frames. Wow,
Our neighbor.
that's our neighbor right
That's our
there,
neighbor, guys.
summoning his dog.
his Mexican horde. How about you? What is your approach? To
Yeah,
fighting games?
similar with
But that's on Tekken, right?
Pig. I played with Wang and Tekken, the old guy, the Tai Chi.
Yeah.
That was my favorite character.
character. Yeah, I
remember.
The Tenchi guy.
Fun.
I memorized the 10-hit combo, and yeah, I just focus on a 10-hit combo and all. And I don't know, I'm not that good.
Because my approach is I do know combos, but I don't land
No,
combos.
your approaches are
Because I exploit
non-methodical.
their I exploit their thinking, because I know that this person.
Oh,
right
you
now,
mean the character, the player?
No, when I play, yeah, I'm exploiting the players'
Wow, you do psycho.
thinking. I know that
Really?
this person
You
is
do psycho
focused on
voodoo, huh?
the top, so I'm going to go to bottom, and then I break his concentration with this top block, go to bottom, then go back to top.
Yeah,
And
you know
then-
that's what.
What?
You know what? When he
That's my
described
approach.
it right now, I'm actually triggered back to my PTSD with the game, with the games that I've been defeated. Yeah, he does that. Like he does the repetition of up and then he does the down when you block up, and then
So
like
I'm all about exploiting those.
to the point you're confused. You don't even
those,
know which way to block.
I'm exploiting your concentration, and then get those hits. That's why I don't do combos. I just do steal.
He does basic
I
moves, just like
opportunistic. I'm
up square.
opportunistic. That's
down
my
square.
style.
That's it.
That's when I play all games.
Smart gaming,
And you know
right?
you know what's so
Smart gaming.
frustrating with that, when he finally like does the whole thing, and then you could by chance by like what 10% chance of blocking everything. You know what happens next? He would grab you
Yeah.
and would break your concentration, and then there was like you would have to force to watch the whole cinematic thing of you being thrown, and then you'll be like,
That's
It's a
my
mind
approach.
breaker, yeah.
That's my approach. I break their focus, because I put them on the defensive, and then they break their focus, and then if they get my my style, then I break their focus again, grab them, and it breaks their focus. And when you grab somebody in a fighting game, it triggers you.
Yeah,
It triggers you. If you're getting grabbed, and
it's
that,
like a cheat,
that tilts you. It tilts
Right.
you. You get angry from that, and that you're less focused in the game. And
I can't believe that is your thought process. And how old were you? You were like 9, or like you're still 10 years
Whoa.
old.
that's how
That's
I've
true.
always
Wow.
approached
A 9 years
fighting
old
games.
beat.
That's a genius right there, man.
And it's not genius. It's just
It's a
how I play.
strategical,
It's just how I play.
psychological.
That is true, man. Getting on the nerves of us. Do you remember that cousin Dr. Noob guy, Master Noob, would say if you would grab him?
Yeah, it's cheating.
Oh yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, he has this
Oh, yeah!
mannerism.
It's justified, right? His grabbing is justified.
No, he has a mannerism. Like when you guys are fighting, I just like would notice him. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one who notices this. That he would be playing, then his ass is getting kicked, and then when you grab him, he'll be like, mm-hmm. It's just like,
Because it's actually came to the point that we banned grabbing.
Yeah,
Yes.
because
Yeah.
my
Because
brother would say that it's cheating, right?
Oh, yeah,
cheating.
no
He
grabbing.
would say
'Cause it's cheating.
Gay. He would say it's gay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gay. Or
It's in the game, dude.
But it's in the game.
It's in the game.
It's how you use it, and there are
It's how you
counters to
use it.
grabbing. Yeah, but that's how I've always approached fighting games. I exploit them, and second part is timing.
Yeah, the
I
timing.
actually give you time to do your combo, because I know that when you're off,
You have
there's
to wait for our combos.
Yeah, there's a pause there at the end, so that's when I steal. That's when I steal. I give you space. You try to do a combo, and I see that there's a lag there. I hit you.
So, what are your like old? What are your favorite fighting games?
Oh, top one, Soul Calibur.
Yeah, Soul Calibur.
Which one?
Soul Calibur 3.
3.
Soul
Yes,
Calibur
Soul
3 is for
Calibur
me
3.
was like the best Soul
Even
Calibur.
now, Soul Calibur 3 is still the best from
Yeah,
us.
for me.
Cervantes, no?
Yeah.
Oh, so that was
Yeah.
your character, though, Servant?
No, mine was, I think the pole guy.
Killick.
Killick, I think it was
Oh, really? You shared it with?
Oh no,
Sylvan?
that was that's Sylvan.
I think Cervantes.
I think Cervantes, no? No.
You
Or
also,
katong yung Huang. Or
what wasn't that Alfred? Wait,
no, that's
Alfred
Alfred.
was Cervantes.
Alfred.
No,
Dili, si
Alfred
Vinny.
was
I think
yung
Vinny
Juan.
was Cervantes.
Vinny
Vinny was
Cervantes.
Cervantes. Yeah.
So
I forgot who was my character.
Di ka si Tali?
me?
Siya?
Oh, no.
I forgot.
Who's Tali?
I would use any hero.
Oh, the Tongfa girl.
I would use any hero. I would use the ninja, katong girl, nga ninja ba?
Taki.
Taki.
Oh.
Yeah, that's.
I would use the girl na katong with the circle blades.
I forgot her name now.
See, I
The
always
crazy
find
girl
her.
ba?
I find her hot. She's like
Oh.
the hottest girl for me
Oh.
in that game. Sorry, guys.
The crazy girl.
Tahi.
I
What's the name of that girl? The hula hoop girl. The blade.
I
That
forgot.
girl.
That
The
girl.
hula
Yeah,
hoop
but that
girl.
that girl.
Yeah.
The ring blade. What is it called? The ring blade.
Yeah.
Is it a ring blade? You know, it's true to have a ring blade, but not that big.
Now that's why I really like Voldo. Aside from the aesthetics, because of course Voldo is like
Oh, yeah,
for
he-
me the best design. But the reason why I like Voldo is it messes up with your mind, because whenever
Back
He
and
wins.
front.
huh?
Whenever he wins, he has his.
Oh no, because normally if an opponent is
Facing the back.
facing the back, that's
Yeah.
an
Easy hit.
easy hit for you.
But Waldo is.
But Voldo is there's no back. There's no easy.
Yeah, everything is front and back.
So you guys are thinking that it's the time that I can hit right now. So that's the time that I actually steal.
Yeah, I remember now. Like he would face back, and then when
Yeah.
you go in, he would like turn around and do the low
Yeah.
sweep thing,
The
and then
low
he would
sweep.
like.
Exactly. Because normally when your opponent is facing, his back is facing you, that's the time that you would normally hit.
You would do the low sweep, and then it also combos into the weird spider thing, right? And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
You run
And then
forward,
run
Yeah,
over,
yeah,
and
weird
then
spider
over,
thing.
Yeah.
and then throw you,
It was so
catch
scary.
you with a.
Oh my gosh! Now I remember.
Super
That.
scary.
Everything is still fresh. What year was that? was it
10 years
2000
ago.
10
What-
years
what
ago,
was
yeah.
Yeah,
that?
that was like around 2007
2010.
or 8.
It was
Holy
so
crap!
long.
That's the time where we played Godfather.
And even
man.
now, those combos still work. I mean, my combos,
Your combos.
still work when I played with my friends.
Do you
yeah.
play with the arcade? Do you have an account?
Yeah, I don't play with the arcade because I played arcade on Tekken and I still
And
use
you-
my.
you're-
I
You're
suck
number one?
even
Are
more
you
in
number one?
arcade.
No, there are really good Tekken players. Yeah, but I know I can beat them. Some of them. I
If you
can
just
beat them.
keep.
Yeah,
on.
and it's usually funny because if they even know my style.
Oh.
Hey, po this guy na mag cut ko. Because
Ah.
I don't do combos na dyan. And when I play, it's usually funny because it's like it's such a they don't expect it because people Tekken they combos all day juggling.
Yeah.
And my juggles are really stupid and it's just exploitive and
But you do get that sometimes, right? Once you get you're launched into the air, like you're basically hopeless as well.
oh yeah, especially in Tekken. It's all about.
Is there a way to avoid those stuff? Like
Don't get
I'm not really a fan of Tekken though. I'm more of a I'm more of a Soul Calibur guy. Like
Yeah.
I'm not really into Tekken. That's why I only got I only stick to Bruce.
Are you still playing games now that we've arrived at?
Now I just keep on playing Mobile Legends because I don't have money to buy, PlayStation. And
How about your computer? You have a laptop.
yeah, my laptop doesn't run well.
Really?
It's very expensive when I bought it, but it's it's
I
not
remember
good.
that day. Like
It was like 50,000 pesos, and my dad would say, "Oh, you're just buying laptop because you want to play games, huh?"
No, you say I want to study. I want to be a doctor. I want to be doctor.
Yeah, buy me this ROG. I want to be a doctor. And they said, "No,
Because I
that
need
one."
the video
Low
graphics
end.
to read PDF files.
That's a waste. Was it paid by credit card or cash?
It was cash.
Oh, cash.
So you don't play game. But there's this thing though. I don't understand why gamers don't consider mobile gaming
I know,
as
right?
gamers.
Hey, you know what? For
Because
me,
it's pretty easy, I think.
portability wise and the accessibility of my phone, I would just choose the phone.
I think I'm a gamer. I consider myself a gamer because we've been playing games since we were
Right.
kids.
Yeah,
And,
console gamers.
I also consider mobile gamers as gamers. I think they're gamers because it's a game.
It's a
right?
game. It's a game.
It's a game.
It's not that complicated.
Yeah, you know what? Why would they
But it's
always
still a
have to be side? There have to be sides, Because like for
Yeah.
me, a game is a game.
Right.
Like, who cares if it's a mobile game, or a console game or a PC game?
It's a game.
It's
like-
just a game.
You go back to the family computer era, the Game Boy Advance is a mobile gaming device,
Right.
right? You could move around. What defines mobility, right? You can move around with the Game Boy,
True.
and they're just playing games. The Pokemon that you're playing is a game.
Jesus.
It's the same concept. The thing just transferred now to our cell phones. That's still a game.
Still
That's
a game.
true.
Yeah, and mobile devices right now are super powerful, man.
Right.
They can, our cell phones now can handle so much gaming
Snapdragon 865.
compared than to what it was before,
Yes, that is
I
true.
know.
Cell phones are gaming. I mean, ROG,
8 gig RAM.
Yeah.
16 gig RAM.
Asus games, the Xiaomi Black Shark games.
I think the only problem
Right,
for
right.
mobile
Black Shark,
gaming,
Black
I
Shark.
guess, is maybe the developers are still like lacking. Like the gamers really want to have like a really what is this, like a legit kind of game for mobile phones, but I guess they don't have it yet. Is it?
But I think like the argument should just be they're playing games.
okay,
on their
just for
phones. Yeah.
that kind of argument. Yeah.
So by definition, that makes them a gamer. I don't really get the elitist, attitude.
Dota versus ML.
Yeah,
Like
oh,
that,
you're just a Mobile Legends
Oh,
player.
that's so weak.
You're not a.
Yeah,
you're not
why
a
would they
gamer.
like do that? Why would they label that guy?
Maybe
like,
it's the
and-
same mentality like iPhone versus Android. Is it the same mentality as that?
Well, if for me, I don't know. If I'm talking about iPhone and Android, I'm more on the functionality or
I know, right?
the
Yeah.
specs. But for games, I don't know why would they they would be like, hey, yeah, you're not welcome here
Do
because
you
you're a
have
mobile
that
gamer. or-
approach towards gamers?
No,
They
no.
also look at mobile gamers as not really gamers at all.
Before when I was a hardcore Dota player,
Yeah.
I would say, man, Mobile Legends is so weak. But now that I keep on playing it, and I'm a legend, I'm almost on the way to Mythic. Yeah, I think it's a game.
No,
a
seriously. You
game.
know why? Just the thought of turning on your computer, like setting up everything, how you
It's
how
so
you sit.
time consuming.
It's time consuming
It's an
already,
effort.
and you can't go anywhere.
Right.
Even my PlayStation, I never play with my laptop anymore because I don't know, for some reason I accidentally formatted my stuff and I forgot where I put the games. So like in my PlayStation, even just taking the remote control and turning on the TV and had to think of, oh my gosh, my back's gonna hurt again after like 30 minutes or so of gaming. It's like it's a hassle already.
It's the convenience.
Yeah, the convenience. Like,
The
you want a
convenience
phone? You want to watch
of the cell
YouTube? Go ahead.
phone.
Go ahead.
You want to play Call of Duty? Go ahead.
Because the smartphone is always on.
Yes,
Right.
it's
No?
just
It's always
there.
on.
Laptops, you need to turn them on.
You have to wait.
You have to wait. You have to press the button. Another loading time. You have to log in. This blah blah blah.
Yeah,
Some
yeah,
phones
it's
are
true.
just on. You just unlock them and click the app,
Right,
and
right.
then you're
Don't
good to
forget about the power supply.
go. It-
You like the laptop has to be connected at
yeah,
all times.
you have to. Yeah,
Especially if you're gaming.
Right, right, right.
portability.
Performance.
Even laptops don't have enough battery life. You know, because
Yeah.
Because games are super heavy right now.
Yeah. So why? So sometimes I'm thinking, why do it's such a hassle now to play games? It's so much easier to play mobile than laptops or console.
It even occurred to me like when I would play, if I would decide to play like my PlayStation 4, like I would turn on the controller, just even if it's like beep, waiting, I would like, you know what? As soon as this is on, I would shut down. And
Yeah, it's such a hassle.
you know what? Never mind.
Yeah.
It's like, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Like I just lost interest, and then I don't know what happened. Well, I
Yeah.
don't know.
We're just so impatient now.
Yeah.
Because we're used to the convenience of the instant.
Yeah, instant gratification. It's there.
Just want it
Just quick
now.
load game.
The PS5 is coming out soon. Would you want one?
I don't know. You even keep making fun of me of I haven't played all of my games that I bought on my PlayStation 4, and all the games that I would want to buy, I haven't bought them yet. It's all in a queue on my 4. I don't even know if I could like. Well, if the only reason if I would buy the PS5 is if it's the one that you said it backwards compatible, so that I could just play.
Yeah,
my
I think
old
that's more
games
better.
That I haven't even played yet.
If I played
with my
PlayStation
4.
1,
The games are so expensive now.
yeah,
They're
$60
so
a game,
Yes,
right?
it's like
now.
3,500 pesos.
$60
How much is
a
that?
game.
Yeah,
Crazy
60.
$60 a
absurd
game.
prices.
It's good. It's good.
During the PS2 days, games were so cheap. Games were
Yeah, it was like
super cheap.
I think $10.
Is it because are you talking about the pirated version? The
Of course,
bootleg version.
no. Right, even the original ones were like 1,000 at most.
Oh,
Yeah,
One
$20.
five at most, yeah. Now they're double that price. 2,000, 3,000.
Why is it expensive? Because of the game content, or is it because it's Blu-ray? Or
But games are so expensive to make right now.
I think it's
too.
because of
Ah, okay.
capitalism as well.
Probably that.
Profit.
The
Margin,
drive for
you know?
profit. That's where microtransactions come into play.
Micro.
And that's where I have a criticism towards mobile gaming, because microtransactions are just crazy.
I hate that.
there in
Yeah,
the
I
mobile
know,
gaming
right?
sphere. I mean, look at Mobile Legends.
Yeah, you need money.
A Riot skin would cost you, or a champion.
600 pesos.
Yeah.
$12
For
for
what?
just one champion.
For your Mobile Legends.
Yeah, for just one champion. And
$6
that's
for one skin
12.
No,
that's-
a champion.
Yeah, one champion.
to
and
buy.
it's $12
That's
for one
crazy.
champion. And the skin, it's like, it could go up to $20,
What?
or yeah, like $15 to $20.
And you couldn't even physically hold that cash.
I know, right?
Oh, there's a certain pride in vanity that you get.
I know, yeah,
I
yeah.
understand that because I'm a player myself. In League of Legends, I play League of Legends, but the price, it's not
It's not
It's
like
not-
worth it, you know.
it's not it's not equal at all. Let me just compare League of Legends and Mobile Legends. So, League of Legends, their models, I have to say, and their skin, it's more quality, right?
Yeah.
It's more detailed. It has a story behind it, lore wise. Some of it they even have lores and other things for it, for the release of the skin, and priced around 250
Oh, really?
and the most expensive ones, which are released only once a year, at 1,000 pesos. Mobile Legend, I've heard a friend told me he spent because it was an event only skin. He spent 20,000 pesos to get that skin.
What?
Yeah, because you have to keep on rolling.
Yeah, it's a
And you know
it's
it's
like
every
gambling.
roll I think it's like 500 pesos per roll.
Yeah.
You gotta keep on rolling, keep on rolling.
He was super unlucky. He didn't get the skin until he spent like a 20,000.
Wow. You know what? You know what? I'm
That's
actually
absurd.
Oh
I'm actually glad
I
that
would not
I don't
do
have that kind of
in 10 million years from now.
what do you call this? Like the urge to buy skins and stuff. Like for me, as long as I just play the game, whether I win or not, that's the thing. But there are like
Like,
people
there are people who collect.
really collect skins, right? As
Yeah.
long as it's not pay to win style, like you gotta
Yeah,
buy
like
this
it
item so
makes
that
you
you're
stronger.
stronger.
Yeah.
Right, right.
That's the thing that I don't want to play type of games.
And that's the thing though, that because of microtransaction in the mobile gaming sphere, and they see the money that's being made
Yeah.
off of it. Like EA alone, their mobile gaming from Medal of Honor or Call of Duty, the Call of Duty mobile, is it?
Oh,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
one, the Call of Duty?
Yeah,
think it's
that's,
EA.
That's EA, right?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
their income last year was in the billions. How many-
Billion dollars, billion
yeah,
dollars. Oh
from the mobile game.
man.
What, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Versus their console and computer games.
This actually has a green icon.
People would
Call of
really
Duty.
buy in the mobile, right?
Yeah, from the mobile sphere. Because because the Chinese market is so big.
Uh-huh.
The people in China
Yeah,
they
yeah.
buy, they have a lot of money to burn.
With Alipay.
Yeah. They pay, they don't mind paying for the content in the mobile games. And the companies, the American companies, see the Chinese money coming in from the mobile sphere, and then they try to introduce that to the console and PC sphere. So that's why you see Star Wars Battlefield 2 with pay to win transaction. They tried to do that, but they failed.
Mm,
So that's the kind of thing that I don't like about mobile gaming, the microtransaction.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but for me, they are gamers. For me, they're just
yeah, they're still gamers, right?
yeah. Well, how did we come to this topic?
I think from Tekken.
from you always
From
winning.
you always
From
winning.
you always dominate.
Yeah.
Video game donkey.
Video game donkey,
Video game donkey.
It was
and
in
then English accents.
English accent.
Oh wow! See, look how amazing this spiral of events
Oh man.
conspires with us.
Is there anything you'd like to say, Dr. Pig?
All right, so subscribe and like to our channel. And if you haven't seen this podcast yet, you're missing half of your life.
Yeah. Wait. By the way, this is just the first of many. This is our first. Should we call this a dry run podcast?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
the dry
So
run first
don't worry,
one.
guys. Every day we learn some stuff, and we get to eliminate all those technicalities. Especially, you might hear, you might have heard our neighbor shouting by himself, running around his backyard. The mics are picking it up, and as you can see, our lighting right now is not really good now. You may not notice
very
it if
dark.
you have watched from the beginning, because it's slowly transitioning into
Nighttime.
nighttime. And don't worry, we're gonna work things out with this thing, and we might buy. We are gonna get more cameras, I guess, like new angles here.
Please support us.
Yes, please support us.
The kind of podcast we are, we're on white noise podcast. You know,
What do you mean? Like it's
we're
just a
we're the kind of
background.
YouTube video that you just let it play in the background while you do other things.
Oh yeah.
That will be us.
Yeah, that's us.
We're a rambling kind of podcast. We're not really structured.
So you mean we're like those guys in the taxi? I mean, radio in the taxi.
Yeah.
Like no one listens
yeah,
to.
that's
Just
basically
like,
us. That's basically us.
Oh,
Our
okay.
structure is not really. Our content is not really structured.
But don't worry, we might.
It's okay. We can
we're gonna
put
improve
some
on
more
that.
content. You know,
Yeah.
So like,
so
what
to
are we
entertain
gonna?
you.
But are we still rolling now, or
I don't know.
eventually ending up
Can you
because
guys?
of the
Do you
light?
guys still like to continue talking, or are you done?
I think
What do you think, guys? What do you
I
think?
think it. You know, we could call it a day.
All right, we
Call it a
could.
day.
But now that it's already set up, we could start early, not tomorrow.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason, guys, are that's why we started late, because yes, big problem with the the OBS studio and the how the audio and camera is setting up. And we were supposed to work with 3 cameras, but our DSLR is really obsolete, and my phone is not working, responding well, and the audio was not picking up. So we did the uninstall thing. We had a lot of
Yeah, we had
errors.
to go through so much.
Yeah.
Not to mention, our neighbor was sucking the septic out of his life. And the motor of the vacuum machine
It was all day. It was running
was all day.
yes,
It
he
was
was sucking all his
so loud,
cesspool. Could you say cesspool?
and the smell was super obnoxious.
Yes. The whole day. I don't know how much was there or how big was his septic tank.
I didn't even notice so much. The noise that he was making was so much that when it was finally
Yeah, when
off,
it turned
there was
off,
a lot of
it was
stress.
finally done.
like
Sucking
our,
the shit.
our body became
Yeah.
lighter.
By the time he was finished,
I saw
it was
the-
already 5 o'clock or 4:30. Was it 4:30? I
4:30.
think.
He started at 9 and he finished at 5.
Yeah. So like.
Imagine
we
how
basically
much-
started late.
That was a lot of shit.
Imagine how much shit
Yeah.
that
So,
is.
guys,
Full of crap, man. He's
if you
full of
would-
crap.
Stay tuned for our next video, which is it tomorrow?
I'm okay tomorrow. How about
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
guys?
Sure, sure,
Yeah,
sure.
we'll be here tomorrow again.
Tomorrow.
And after we record this thing, we're not gonna edit, right?
No editing.
No edit, and we're just gonna upload this right away. We would like to give a. I would like to give a shout out of my own. I would like to shout out Jose or Novem, because I know he's a loyal subscriber to this channel. No matter how long or whatever
What's
content
up,
is,
Novem?
he's gonna watch it, and he would learn stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, he promised me that he's gonna be a guest here someday, and I promise you guys,
No,
if you
man,
wanna
man.
see a live wet show,
Yeah.
you watch our channel and
Sweat
watch
show. It's
Sweat
a
show.
sweat show.
Watch Jose sweat.
Profusely.
Balls off.
Don't
Sweat
forget,
profusely, man.
DJ Slango is gonna be here.
Oh, DJ Slango!
Yeah, I think it's decided.
It's DJ
kinda
Slango.
He's
over.
gonna be DJ Slango.
He will be
It's
our
DJ
first,
Slango.
first,
Pop squat.
first high,
Home squad.
high publicity guest.
High
yeah.
publicity guest, formerly known as Ninja Warrior, formerly known as what was his name? Ninja
Mr.
Sensei Cowboy Radio.
Sensei
Grill.
Sensei Cowboy Radio
Now,
Grill.
DJ Slang.
Slango,
Slango.
ladies and gentlemen.
So yeah, so all right, it's your turn.
Do you have any idea what we're talking about tomorrow? What content we'll be doing tomorrow?
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
the viewers.
For the viewers.
You wanna try the blind tasting? It could,
Yeah,
we
sure,
could
sure. We
start
could
the
do
blind
that. We
tasting.
could do that. You
What
want-
are we gonna taste?
Local beer.
Local beer? We have local beer?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shang,
it's still saying-
Diablo.
Ah, okay. Oh yeah, we do have local beer.
In 7-Eleven.
We're-
Or
we're
how well do
thinking.
we know these beers?
Oh yeah, we could do a blind
Yeah, we could
test.
do. We could do that. We could do,
that
and then
for
we
the-
could
for
rate it.
starters.
Yeah.
We could rate
And
the
then
beer.
we do our own thing again. Like we would eventually just go into another.
Oh yeah, we could rate the beer. That would be a
We
great
could rate the
idea.
beer. We could rate the beer.
We would be rating beers and
For starters,
Tomorrow.
for the opening.
early in the morning.
All right, you, after brunch. What is this?
Yeah,
Is
anytime, man.
All right, man. We're just gonna go. I'm just gonna go pick up
The
Dr.
Mr.
Pig,
Handicapped.
because
Dr.
this
Pig.
guy is still handicapped.
Dr. Pig.
Actually, all 3 of us right now are currently handicapped.
Yeah.
He's handicapped physically in his leg. I'm inside my mouth. That's why I can't talk really properly. I have 2 big craters of canker sores
My
on the same
soul.
side.
My
Um,
soul is broken. so.
And his soul is broken, and he's currently recovering from pseudo
Yeah.
COVID.
Pseudo COVID.
So, full COVID.
Full COVID. How do you
Full
see
COVID.
that in our not really good French impression accent?
I don't really know.
Full COVID.
Full
Do
COVID.
you silent the
Is
D
it-
or
is it full-
it's full
is it
COVID?
COVID?
Or full COVID?
Full
What's the
COVID.
rules there?
Full COVID.
Full COVID.
Yeah.
Wow,
Full-
full COVID.
The full COVID.
How about this? Full COVID.
That's Chinese. That's
Full
that's-
COVID.
Oh,
Remind me of
COVID.
Russell Feeder.
I
Yeah.
have the coronavirus.
He's good with that.
He's really good.
I'm more good with the just the Cebuano English. that team.
So expect that
What are they
tomorrow,
doing?
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Tune in
Over there.
next time, which is tomorrow. We'll be tasting local beer.
Local beer.
Local
For
beer.
our opening song.
Let's
Local
go
beer.
through this lockdown, this community quarantine together. Stay safe, ladies and gentlemen.
Stay safe, stay guapo.
Don't
forget to wash your
forget
hands.
to like and subscribe.
Don't
Like
hoard
if you liked it,
alcohol.
and dislike if you disliked it. Tell us down there in the comments what you would like us to do, how we
Yes.
did today.
Please.
If you enjoyed our conversation, if you have any disagreements on our conversation, please join the discussion.
Please, we are welcome.
Yes, you're
You're
welcome,
welcome for
to
debates.
disagree.
Feel free to chat me.
We would
us,
agree to disagree.
To reach us on Facebook while we are streaming.
You are as free to agree and
You are
as
as
free to disagree,
disagree.
with our opinions. We are just your everyday Juan.
Everyday
And
Juan.
this is Mr. Pig.
This is Mr. Pigman.
And this is Dr. Pig.
Can you do your
Oh,
the
alright.
intro?
And-
intro thing?
And this is
Pig X Machina.
All right.
Everyday Juan.
Signing out.
Everyday Juan.